Alright, fellas. It's just the three of us here on this Wednesday afternoon. We got the whole arcade to ourselves. I propose we take this time to actually finish up on something that we've constantly, teased around with on certain compilation look-ats, but never took the time to actually fully finish.
You guys do that. I'm gonna raid the dining area.
I think it's been a long time coming. I think we're finally ready to start on this franchise that, for a long time, sort of has established itself as a pretty, fairly strong platformer franchise.
Mm-hmm. From what I immediately remember, Strider here is actually what happens when you combine the efforts of a game studio like Capcom and an actual manga company that I think they co-owned, or maybe they just collaborate with. I don't entirely remember the whole story behind that, but Strider, the arcade game, is what came out of many of those of their collaboration projects.
I love the little strut he does down the hill. I'm sorry.
And is often considered the most noteworthy one. I mean, so noteworthy that it even got a sequel and a reboot in the 2014s.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not waste any more time as Strider Hiru slashes the Grandmaster of Mayo, and let's begin. Actually, let me just go ahead and put all my quarters in.
He never liked mayo on a sandwich.
So all you need to know about the game: the Grandmaster of Mayo has literally got the planet in his grasp. Whether all its government, its political, and corporate powers are literally in the palm of his hands. You are in control of a member of the Striders, who are this whole group of, I assume, mercenaries that take on probably the most deadliest tasks the world has ever known. And you are pretty much the youngest prodigy of them all, Hiru, who has this beam cipher that he can slash like a beast if you have autofire on.
Yeah.
But yeah, your whole goal as I think he's the last of the Striders as far as this game's plot is concerned, is that you are literally on a do-or-die mission to take out the Grandmaster and the many people that he literally has in the palm of his hands.
Seems straightforward
Ow.
enough.
Ouch. Unfortunately, his subjects definitely pack a punch if you're not careful. But on the bright side, my cipher can pack just as much of a punch.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Thankfully, on Hiru's person, not only does he have the cipher, he can also use it to, okay, I was about to say he can use it to climb the walls, but apparently that's like the one wall that said, sorry, this side, it's too hard for my sword to handle.
It ain't gonna happen today.
Oh, there you are.
Nice.
But thankfully, Hiru has some pretty epic climbing powers otherwise, and I mean, his leisurely strut aside, I mean, he can more or less take out whatever's in his way, along with the many mechanical oddities that he can find along the way.
Yeah, I need to figure out, like, so was this, when you mentioned the manga thing, was this a wholly original story, or was it, like, inspired or based upon any, like, particular IP with, like, this, cyberpunk ninja affair?
I mean, again, I think as far as I'm aware, like, this is like a part of a whole, like, compilation, or not even a compilation, but just like a whole, like, crossover project between the Capcom and that one manga company. Again, I don't remember the name of it, but future me will be sure to give the name, or at least the name of the mastermind behind the whole thing.
I will save you, future James. I will find out what it is right now.
But yeah, like again, it's part of their whole collaboration involved a manga, an arcade game, an NES game that treated stuff a little bit more like a straightforward, like I wouldn't outright say Metroidvania, but it was a little more in depth than what this game did.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So,
and I mean, how can you get many? I mean, granted, it's amazing you can go more in depth than the literal like the entire like Prime Ministry of Savak or whatever this Russian like place is, and they just suddenly turned into a whole robotic centipede thing.
To murderous centipede.
They are dedicated. What?
Eurasia.
Oh, I mean that makes sense. All of that continent can be called Eurasia.
So, right off the gate, I will definitely say it's actually pretty impressive that of all things this game does is that there is voice acting between cutscenes, and it actually does use they actually go the whole 9 yards and have the characters speak in their natural language. Like, you have like that whole Prime Minister of Russia or whatever, not Putin, literally speaking in Russian tongue, and then you got Grandmaster of Mayo who speaks full-on English. Later on, you'll get the occasional clip with Strider here actually speaking in Japanese and so on and so forth.
I mean, that's fair.
Just yeah, no, like as far as like 1989 arcade stuff is concerned, like Strider definitely tried to pull a few pretty big name things for its time.
Right.
Yeah. Oop.
But yeah, where's going with this? Where's going with this? So, wow, crap. Where was I going with this? Oh, that the manga studio is known as Moto Kikaku.
Gotcha.
Moto Kikaku. Yes, Moto Kikaku.
Woohoo! Now we run like the wind.
In terms of the things that they're in terms of the manga that they're most famous for, I unfortunately cannot pronounce. I don't want to attempt to pronounce any of them. Just know. Okay, the one that I could pronounce is what because it's in English. I'm so sorry. It was titled Salaryman Kintaro, and but apparently their manga studio is actually still active to this day.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
What's not so cool is that I game over it, but thankfully I got all the quarters in the world to keep playing.
Thank goodness.
You got a raise in your allowance.
Yahoo!
I was a good boy at school this year.
Yeah, I will finally finish this. So,
and, I mean, not to brag, but my uncle's the one that owns this arcade. Literally, he literally let me turn on free play on all the machines.
Oh, you lucky greedy boy! That's why you were able to restart this thing because that was horror. Oh my gosh! So, beyond that, I can't quite think. Part of me, whenever I try to think of like the most like likely comparison to this series, like Ninja Gaiden kind of comes to mind, but like with far more like swift like movement.
I mean, there's plenty you could compare this to. Like again, Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi. I mean, you're literally playing as a literal ouch.
Whoa!
Okay, you know what I should have done there? I should have been. There was a whole aircraft that was actually coming that I could literally hitch a ride on.
Oh, okay. Let's just do that then.
I mean, I mostly have experience with this game via the arcade version, and I mean, like, Capcom released so many arcade compilations in the mid-2000s that I literally had one way or another to actually try this game out. Though I know, some of the older folk out there...
You grabbed your nose.
Probably are more familiar with this game via its Sega Genesis version, which actually predates Sonic by about a year.
Oh.
Really? Well, oh my lord.
So if it wasn't Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, this is probably the other big claim to fame that Genesis had before Sonic.
Which is handy. So I've never played the original arcade. I never played the arcade version of this. At the time I only knew.
Right?
Yeah, we are. At the time I only knew about. At the time I only knew about the console ports and things later. Like wasn't there Super Strider for SNES?
There was no Strider game. There was no port for the Super Nintendo, which in retrospect, kind of missed opportunity.
Ah, well, so I'll just...
Or if not a port, but maybe like a sequel or whatever. A good sequel at that, looking at you, Strider Returns.
Sorry, Strider Returns. Beyond that, though, there was...
Strider 2 on the PS1's good, though, so I'll give Capcom that. Well, I mean, granted, that was the one Capcom made, so, he gets his dues when it's deserved.
But in terms of the franchise, I forget how many games there were. Like, I know Strider 2, of course.
There was Strider Returns, which, I mean, honestly doesn't even count, because that was essentially just a whole, like... You ever see those kinds of game sequels that treating themselves as sequels, but were actually made by that were outsourced to a completely different company?
Please don't put us with the wolves. I don't want to deal with the wolves. Okay. Oh, we actually got close to this part. Look at that.
We're literally right on the airship.
Oh, thank goodness they put our checkpoint very generously here. So, but beyond that, the game that I had, I think, the most experience with was the recent Strider reboot.
Yeah, the one from 2014, helmed by one Double Helix.
Yep.
Same people that made the Killer Instinct reboot.
Nice.
But yeah, honestly,
hello.
Oh, gymnasts.
So what you just saw, those lovely ladies that kicked my ass right there, I know one of them is named Tom Poo. I don't recognize the name of the others, but I know that at least one of them, again, Tom Poo, was as this character in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Right, I remember that much.
Fair enough. Also, you gotta be very careful, because your hitbox is very small. Not small, Jesus. It's your entire sprite, and now... So, according to that health bar, do we only have, like, 3 attacks and that's it?
3 hits, more or less, yeah. And though we can extend our health if we get certain, Oh, hey.
Yeah, because...
Why do I take this ride?
Whoosh.
2.
I was gonna say, I
Stage
figured
clear.
there was ways to extend the health, because I saw that your HP went up to 5 at one point.
Huh. I'm gonna assume that this translation is accurate.
I mean, it's late 80s, early 90s Capcom. Take it for what you will.
Because unfortunately for me, you could have just replaced it with Star Fox sound effects and I would have still believed you.
Yeah?
That's basically it. Whoa, excuse me! So have you have you beaten this game before, like through this arcade collection or otherwise?
Oh yeah, I've beaten this game before. I mean, obviously it's hard as nuts, but I mean, I honestly, especially with this recent compilation that actually gave us the gift of save states and rewinds. Ow. Which I will definitely say as a prerequisite later on, if I absolutely need to. Don't worry, I've outfitted Mr. Strider here with the same time-traveling pentaloons I gave Sir Arthur back in our Ghosts and Goblins days. So if it ever comes down to it, I will abuse that to the high heavens.
They don't exactly fit on him, though, because those pantaloons were made for a much smaller man.
Those pantaloons were made for walking.
A man of shorter build, but similar, but around the same width, I'd say.
That's fair, that's fair. Well,
actually, can I jump on this thing? Okay, I can't.
Yeah, not. Oh, Lord. So what are we meant to hit on this? Oh, my God, you just hit everything.
The whole thing.
Okay, I was expecting,
I guess
shoot,
that's working.
Destroy the small light, or destroy the cabin. No, just slash your sword against the cannon, and it'll give way eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
why wouldn't it?
Oops.
Oh. Whoa! But careful of the live ammunition, I guess.
Yeah, sorry, those warheads are active.
The slowest
Don't
moving
mind
laser.
that slow-moving laser.
Ow.
Oh, grenades!
I got distracted by the laser.
But again, thankfully the game is very understanding with the shit.
Oh,
points.
I meant to do that.
Okay, let's do our.
I'll just climb from the underside.
I mean, this right here is probably what I remember Strider 4 most was like how like.
Was
how and this effect too. You do your flips. I do like the after image effect, but that is but mainly it's the mobility that I remember Strider most for, like being able to like climb on parts of the level geometry that you normally would never expect to do with a 2D side scroller.
Yeah, no, like you can do some pretty decent gymnastics with this game if you know how to properly play it.
Oh Lord, we may have to start spamming jump.
Yaha!
I've bested you. Oh Lord.
Oh, the TIE Fighter.
Metal Ray.
Or was it TIE Fighter?
I thought it was Metal Ray.
Oh, that's a trap!
This is for jets! Oh, that's actually came over.
Yeah, I was about to say, those just... Yeah, if you could, like... Yeah, just get that, and...
Yeah, don't fall for that crap.
Those propeller things just remind me of, like, I know they're in Sonic, you know, for a second comparison, but I also remember them in Kirby as well.
No!
I just find it... Thank you. But I was say I find it humorous that they actually programmed that in as a custom death. Like normally, like in something like this, you think it would just be like anything else. Like, oh, your sprite explodes and that's it. That's the death. But they actually have that unique of, oh my lord.
Ow.
Like you think it would just be that, but they actually programmed in the yeet yourself off of the compound death.
Yeetus deletus, Strider!
What is with this
considering
music?
this takes place far into the future, I'm pretty sure that even lingo like that would feel like aged.
Maybe.
Like Grandmaster Mayo probably would be that big of an old schmuck to actually still use that lingo with the subjects.
That's what the kids are into these days, right?
That's what the kids of my generation used to like to say.
Sure thing, Mr. Mayonnaise.
I was gonna say, be honest. What year is this game supposed to have taken place in? 2020?
Is it like somewhere in the later 2000s, I think.
Oh boy,
Jesus! Just the future, and also, yep. It's actually very. I actually love that idea for. Oh my god, the things that catch on fire.
Yeah, we run for our lives.
Whoop.
Maybe don't jump that far to run away for your life. But
you know what it is? I probably should have been climbing this whole time.
That works.
Well, I feel like you probably could have made that platform if you just timed your jump right.
Probably.
But I do love that idea of like having a boss that you orbit around and like you actually have to. Excuse me, is there a Pirate Indiana Jones now?
Yes, and he's dead.
Okay, there was one. This game moves very quickly if you try to like sniff the roses and what's happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's an arcade game. The pacing's usually, you know, breakneck.
Oh, he didn't even voice this one. What a cad! Now we're in the Amazon.
Just that, just the way he walks down is funny. And then this. Oh,
Yeah, I should have been running that whole time. Because, again, something that they've been trying to toy with even as early as the late 80s. Momentum. Sonic had to take some lessons from the best, after all. But yeah, to be mindful, as the Amazon also has Amazons, who have no qualms with throwing their boomerangs at you and hoping that'll kill you.
well, you are a man. They do not take kindly to intrudious men.
Hey, listen, this is around the time period where, like, around this time that this game's released, we also had Final Fight, and Final Fight made very clear that that one busty-looking female-like character was supposed to be a transvestite. Just to get away around the fact that they were legitimately beating up a girl.
That's kind of funny how, like, a move that was intended to skirt around censorship ended up being, like, one of the most prolific elements of gaming.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, so much so that Poison to this day still is used in, like, some Capcom's newer stuff, like,
Right, because, like, I think she's in 6, isn't she?
I don't recall if she's in 6 or not. Then again, I honestly haven't been really... I haven't really been here, like, paying attention to what Street Fighter 6 does, aside from, like, a few small things.
That's fair. I know she was in 5.
Yeah, she was in 5 for sure. I'm partially tempted to give 6 a shot, because I've been hearing nothing but good things about it, but...
Oh yeah, from what I've heard, it's, like, gameplay-wise, it's, like, definitely one of the more refreshing Street Fighters. It's just that it kind of has the problem that a lot of Capcom fighters have, where it's like, oh sure, like, the game at its core is really good. It's a lot of the stuff that they do with the game that tends to be a little bit divisive with people.
Naturally. Please give me some health. I mean, a robot would be fun. I like some health, please. Oh, I mean, that works too. Okay, this is getting
I don't want
obnoxious.
to buy a copy of whatever you're trying to sell me. I don't know what the copy you're wanting me to buy is, but I'm not buying it.
I'm not interested in anything you're selling!
Now we run.
Ow, from what?
Something. Oh yeah, the piranhas.
Well,
Yeah, that's a really bad way to go. Holy shit.
They
They put us all the way up here.
no.
Again, maybe it's like, thank you. Again, maybe it's like, you know, quarter munching kind of tactics, but like, I gotta give this game like some fun. Like, it's having fun with like how it like fucks with you sometimes. Like, look, an
Yeah.
elephant.
Oh.
Oh,
That's an
That's
elephant.
not an
That's a
elephant.
dinosaur.
Dinosaurs.
what the hell future are we in?
It's the Savage Land.
The one where Jurassic Park is canon.
No, this is the Savage Land. It's the world where Marvel's canon.
Okay, Capcom,
You know,
got
I
it.
mean, listen, Strider was in Marvel vs. Capcom and its sequels, so I mean that does make sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
Capcom. Ow. Okay, Capcom, you gotta come clean. How many games did you have in development, and how many of them did you have to squish into this one to try and, you know, at least get something out of them before, you know, the deadline? Because I don't remember. I don't remember prehistoric, you know, jungle, you know, lands in Strider suddenly. And T-Rexes.
T-Rexes that explode like balloons.
Ow.
Ow! I mean, we do too. I mean, that's
I mean,
that's
this is
how
really
you
funny
do.
because I know, like, way back, like a few years later, that's Capcom would actually get to do a their own, like, they actually got licensed. They did a licensed what was it? Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Right. It's I've heard that name before, but I don't know what entirely it entails.
I mean, oh, well, there goes that dinosaur, and because there's an even bigger dinosaur on the premises.
If that even is a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur. With some really crazy armor going on.
Looks like a horned armored chicken.
Yeah, it looks like something out of Turok.
Maybe that was an inspiration for this, that was one of the inspirations for this game? Oh, jeez.
Oh my lord! I mean, maybe. I mean, Turok is a
Jeez.
comic book. More on that later.
I was
but-
about to say, like, I cannot get over what happened to that Devil Lamb thing. I mean, look at it. Like, just watch what happens to this poor Stegosaurus.
Whoosh!
Just blown to smithereens.
And not just blown to smithereens. It already looks like a millennia have passed, and that its entire life just like flashed in the blink of an eye. Okay, There's got to be a better strategy than just throwing ourselves in front of this thing's pointy objects and hoping for the best.
Again, honestly, its pointy object is just an absolute pain in the ass.
Okay, so if we can manage to get on top on that vine, I think that'd be a pretty like. But the minute we go this far, he immediately dies.
Yeah.
My friend.
Oh, I can't even.
Never
Okay,
mind that.
quick idea. Quick idea. Can we run over to its left and climb up on its tail?
Nope.
No, I'm pretty sure we can. We just have to time it. My friend!
My friend, I will miss you.
Let me try something.
Man,
Like, try going to that gap and see if you can cling to the wall so you can lure it away.
This gap?
I don't
Yeah,
think
that
we can
gap
lure
there.
it away. I
Like,
mean,
yeah, you can't cling to that wall.
right,
Maybe
but
you're
I
supposed
think
to like do some kind of baiting with them.
Yeah, fat load of good that's doing because he's literally well on his way out the door.
Oh, but here,
Ow.
Oh,
but here he can poke me just fine.
He could poke me just right.
Okay,
And then I sing to my death.
Okay, I'm looking this up. Strider, Dino Robot.
Stage 4.
Stage 4. Okay, so its name is Lago. Hi, Lago.
Hey, Lago.
Was built due to the Grandmaster Mayo's worries about being unable to unify all of humanity on Earth, caused by his inability to make the more primitive human tribes understand his words or reason. Therefore, he decided to send dinosaurs to the Amazon, because why the hell not?
Fuck motherfucking dinosaurs!
Intending to create a god stimulus by tapping into one of their core beliefs of the all-women
Oh,
tribe.
Jesus.
Wow!
Actually, hold on a moment. This might help.
Just careful of the fire. Not that. Hey,
And
I wonder if that's health down. I wonder if that's health down there.
We need to find out. Actually, wait. I just remembered. I think I can hurt him from the back.
Oh, and hang on. You just gave yourself an incredible range to your attacks if you can somehow aim upwards.
that's not how you aim upwards.
Okay, so I'd say go back there, get the blade power up, and then quickly double back forward so that we can, start using our incredibly long.
Sorry, sorry, Mr. Dinosaur, sir.
It was for the greater good, I promise.
Forgive us, Mr. Steg.
I don't think we can hit him from here, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't hit him from the back.
But he always tries to at least jump forward. But yeah, like with this blade extension, we can hit him from outside the range of his pokey sticks.
Got him.
There you go.
Like so.
Right in the jaw.
Okay, so thankfully, almost every enemy has like super low health because of this. Everyone's a glass cannon in the future. What? And I can't hear you. You're all talking over each other.
Final level time, everybody.
I can't
Third
even read
moon.
what that said.
Oh,
Oh,
already.
Here we are, I guess.
Yeah, there's only 5 levels in the game.
I mean, it makes sense. Arcades and stuff. So,
I mean, considering all the shit they've been throwing at us so far, only makes sense.
yeah, no, Lago definitely seemed to be the quarter muncher boss, but
Rest in pieces, Lago the Grand.
haha. So I guess now that we are at this point, so do we plan on doing like Strider 2, like the other franchises, like if we can find them?
I will be doing Strider 2 because that one's honestly not that much longer than this game is.
Okay. Wow, Gatling gun guy from Metal Gear is back, or Metal Slug is back, but at least it puts us right here.
Oh yeah, what's his name? What was his name? Armstrong.
I think Armstrong or Commando or something. Whoa, but
just look up big. Just look up
Gatling gun guy.
big black machine gun guy from Metal Slug.
His name is. Looking him up. Big. Alan O'Neill.
Alan O'Neill, that was him. The man that refuses to fucking die even after getting eaten by an orca.
Literally, apparently, his name is. According to this, the lore, his nickname on the battlefield is the Immortal Devil.
Jesus.
He will never die.
Right.
Yes, it does it. Wow.
Ow.
Yeah, those
That's
things,
it. I'm turning on the pants.
I would say those things have incredibly sturdy. You got stepped on. Those things have incredibly. You got poked in the face.
I got pinched. I got poked.
Those things have incredibly sturdy.
Oh.
The dick missiles showed up out of nowhere.
And then the dick missiles.
And then this asshole.
Oh.
He just kind of he just kind of jumped in and he was like, "Oh geez, I was asleep. I was on break." Almost.
Ah.
Maybe he won't see me back
He
here.
squished you.
Haha.
Die.
Now we should reach our next checkpoint.
Oop.
Let's find out. Yes. Okay, we're here.
Ooh, that was nuts.
James, you're not gonna be able to afford to get an ice cream after this visit to the arcade, Mister.
Yeah, I literally.
Into space you go, young man.
Hooey!
That was just funny.
You guys lament about not getting ice cream. Meanwhile, I'm just getting my second order of mozzarella sticks over here.
Aww.
That sounds pretty good. Oh, Tom Poo's back.
Oop.
Hey.
Or maybe the Force. Oh, never mind. It's just her clone, like her black and white clones.
Excuse me, I need help.
It's
I am
just
on the
clones.
ceiling. I'm stuck. I can't escape. Help me.
Yeah, thank God they're only human.
Oh. What's it mean when your thingy's red like that?
To be honest, I'm not sure. Maybe, I think it's red to show that that I have a robot pal active. Because I can't think of any other reason why it's there.
The only other thing I can think of, is perhaps it's like the red means half of a hit point left before black. Yeah, I think it's half of a hit point, and then black means you've lost it. So technically, all this time, technically you've had 6 hit points, but most things are hit like a truck anyway. Oh, the orbiting boss.
Yeah,
again.
it's like it kind of doesn't mean much when like most things can take out like a full bar of health.
Is it wild that I actually really like this orbiting boss? Like it just looks like fun just to like flail at it like wildly.
Well,
Yeah,
so far,
Sonic Color.
oh boy.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, let's just
up
run.
until that haze, it seemed like he was one of the easiest bosses.
Yeah.
The only downside is that if you let him spin you around like that, he'll throw you to a wall, and that's gonna hurt.
Whoa.
Speaking of hurt.
Good thing is for that health pip upgrade. And
Oh, shit.
I got you nose.
he was late to the meeting. He does it. Oh, no. Fly. Yay! And then he's gonna come back from break. And his brother's gonna come back from break. And his sister's gonna come back from break.
Eat your fucking heart out, Kenshiro.
The entire franchise is
Ow.
up!
Oh.
He
I think
just
he
was
did,
actually...
and he wants yours next.
He was sleepwalking again.
Sleepwalking. Let me see if I position myself here, see if that gives me better results.
Ooh.
Nope, I still get hurt. Let's think about that less.
I just love like the little tink sounds you make. What the hell?
Oh, what?
Okay, you don't do
climb
that.
yourself.
Deathblade?
You can climb yourself to death?
Okay.
I have not seen that before either. Okay, the marvels of the future that allows you to do such things. Not even fall to your death, just like climb one too many times and your freaking your lats just can't handle that
willful
stress.
death, if you will. Oh.
Okay, that thing's gotta go. Come on.
Oh.
Oh, you won't get me missiles.
Not that I have anything to say about it.
Oh my lord. It's like such... Oh,
The
now
dinosaur
what is
is
with
back.
this? Magilla
Jesus.
Gorilla? Oh, I think we have a checkpoint.
I was about to say, this is a little overkill at this point.
Yeah, thank God. Magilla Gorilla versus Mecha Godzilla.
I was like, this is kind of getting a little, like, it's getting a little, I would say maybe a little much, Sega.
Sega, you mean Capcom?
Capcom, I mean, Capcom. Sega had nothing to do with this.
Well, I mean, for this port of the game, no. I mean, it is admittedly funny linking back in the Genesis port because that game was that version was actually handled handled in house by Sega themselves.
Fair.
Like they actually reprogrammed the game and everything, just have it run this nice.
Okay,
as it
Gorilla's
does
dead.
for, like... Oh jeez.
Good.
Oh,
Get out here for
man.
Lago.
Oh
Lago's
jeez.
back.
Big Toast McGee's back.
Okay, well, we can just get on the other side of him.
Well,
And
good thing I
avoid the
remember
stickies.
Good thing I remember the Super Slash is useful against it.
Yeah, but the problem is that we don't have a platform to use as... Well, maybe we do. Okay, so hang on. So get a little bit further forward. Okay. Oh, jeez. That's fine. Oh, not the fire. Okay, avoid the sticks. This would be... the thing that could probably make this a lot easier is if we had jump... Oh, man, that one was so much faster. Would be if we had jump control. Like, to be able to, control our movements after we jump.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Ow.
So,
Okay,
Got him.
nice. Okay.
I think the war should be over now.
Well, now I see a green thingy, but I'm assuming the... Nope. No, we have to stay there.
No,
we
you
gotta
know what it is
we
now.
gotta stick
I remember
around.
now.
as the
This
boss
guy's got his
oh,
Oh, it's this guy again.
Technically, he's a ride.
Oh.
I shall raise the city into the sky and rid the earth of all creatures. I have to wonder if that guy had a lot of fun voicing some of these lines.
Goodbye.
Oop.
I guess the platform ended. Oh, okay, okay. So you
Certainly
can only step on one part of him, and I think we do just need to survive on this guy until the end.
Yeah, we just gotta survive, because he's taking us to our final platform.
Well, that's nice of him, I guess.
Speaking of which, here we are.
Right this way,
Ow.
young man. Don't jump off the bus until it's done. Oh, now you gotta kill him?
him
Okay.
anyway.
Okay, now you gotta kill him. Alright.
Now we gotta kill him.
As payment for the toll, you must take my... Damn it. You must take my life. Very
Hey, it's either that or $25.
I can't...
Which, to be fair, in this account, you know what? No, you know what? Not even $25. What I'm talking, that's like the future when it's like, that's like 25 cents now.
$75.
$2,500.
Oop.
I almost thought you fell off.
I was really afraid you would fall off into a pit.
I genuinely
Now
thought that's what
then,
happened.
now it's time to fight the Grandmaster of Mayo.
That was the Grand Master of Mayo. Wait,
He
what?
spreads his mayo as he
okay.
pleases.
I can't handle that much mayo.
And you can
There's
see in
too
the
much.
background, he's already, like, the Earth is literally going through a fireworks show right now.
Oh.
Now, if I'm lucky, I can actually take him out pretty easily, but alas, he hits like a truck.
Well, he's the final boss, I would imagine so.
Yeah. Let's try that again, shall we? There's any spare health around here. Oh, that's nice. So maybe I shouldn't have wasted it that quickly.
Well, that's something to remember when you get on your next life.
Yeah.
Did he just turn you into 2 dinosaurs?
Not necessarily. I think you just, every time you die, you just split into like 2 like waves of energy or whatever. Not entirely certain why. Oops.
Whoop!
Let's try that again.
I'm not doing this anymore.
I have lost my will to live.
Whoop!
Let's try that again without getting sent flying.
Oh. Not really.
Again, like Logan said, it really would be nice if I actually had, like, you know, I could actually control my mid-air movement.
Yeah, it's like when you go in a direction, you stay committed.
I blame you, Capcom, and your ghosts and goblins ways. Oh, I think I almost got him.
But then he got me.
Oh, come on. Health! You got a health power up. You're good.
And he's down.
There you go.
Wow!
And that's the end of Grandmaster Mayo's
Wow.
plot to keep the world in his grasp.
You've done it. You
Phew.
will live in space for all eternity.
I wake it
Farewell,
down.
Strider. Forever.
Sayonara, Strider the Stride. That's not...
Oh, well, look at the pretty little whale.
Object designer. Something. Take Pong.
Something.
Tissue paper. Makizo.
Oh, there's Strider.
Hey, Strider! Up.
Hey, mind if I hit your ride?
Get off. Okay. He just swims. Anyway. So, that was
That
Strider
was Strider.
1.
That was Strider Hiru. Or, well, that was Strider. Or in Japan, yeah, no, they do call it by his full name, Strider Hiru. So, I mean, much in the same way I have a soft spot for the Ghosts and Goblins series, Strider is not that far behind because this is like the other one arcade Capcom game from like their CPS1 days I played a lot of.
I mean, it's
Even if I
fun.
kept getting my butt whooped from every, like, left, right, and sideways from it.
I mean, it is a quarter muncher, no doubt about it there. But I mean, like it's fun, it's flashy, and again, it's very handy that every enemy, like, no enemy feels necessarily like a damage sponge. So like everything is like, you know, it's just it's satisfying to just like completely thrash them. So there's 2-player co-op in this though.
Nah, it's just simple. It's the usual, like, take turns method.
Ah, okay, all right.
Assuming you have any friends or relatives that actually do want to play it alongside you.
What's this game's special challenge?
You know, I'm not sure. Let me check out. I don't remember what the special challenges are like. In this challenge, the difficulty will be set to max, and you will compete based on your total score, either at game over or on clearing the game. Only single-player mode is available, and changes made in the game settings will not take effect.
No rewind.
Scorers failing to reach 20,000 points will not be counted.
You don't get to save state or load. You can't rewind.
Oh, that's right, because this is an online thing. Never mind.
Okay, first of all, that's stupid that you can't even try this thing in offline mode, which means
Well,
eventually.
I think it's only just because it's primarily something they do for the sake of the leaderboards.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, that's it for our time with the original Strider for the arcade. Again, the fun 2D platformer I wouldn't necessarily call homework, but I would definitely say if you're into this kind of like old school arcade platform mentality, this is definitely one of the higher ones I can recommend.
Yeah. Once again, thank you, RE Engine, for allowing us to play this in the modern era.
Thank you, RE Engine, for literally doing everything.
Somehow.
So yeah, next time, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I can't say it's going to happen immediately, because honestly, this is just something we were doing just as a something on our spare time. But next time we do the Strider series, we will be doing the official sequel that came out in response to his return in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Mm-hmm. Well, is it available in this collection?
It is not, unfortunately.
Damn.
But don't worry, I have my means of playing and showing it off, because that was something that they released for the PlayStation.
Oh, well, all right then. Stay tuned.
So yeah, that's it. We'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-byes.